See if this is working. Hi, I'm Angela. Meet Me on My Mat is the name of my company, and I share yoga practice, meditation, movement, study through book club and conversation. And I am not used to StreamYard. I do see somebody is here, so that's good. I'm just going to share this morning about a couple of the things I love about community CEOs, and you'll see lots of the members throughout this month sharing about what they do and why they do it, and then also the benefits or what they love about community CEOs. I never know where to look when I'm doing this. I might move back to my mat because it might be more comfortable from there rather than being close up. My camera is mostly set up for sharing practice. So I am going to move back to my mat, and I'm going to share with you a little bit this morning about community CEOs. One of my favorite things, so I already said I do meditation. That's what I share, meditation, mindful movement, and so functional movement that you can integrate into your life. And then also a lot of study, reading of books that are focused on yoga concepts, and that we can take yoga out into the world. That's what I love to share. And what I also love is community CEOs. So CEOs is connection, engagement, and opportunity. And that's really all we need to do as CEOs is continue to make connections, engage with the people that we're meeting, and the people that we already know, really authentically engage, and then share the opportunities that we have. Or even better, what I love even more is sharing not just the opportunity that I provide, but opportunities that I know that other people provide. Good morning, Angela. I see somebody put a Facebook user. So whoever you are, good morning. I'm glad you're here. And so it's sharing the opportunities that we have, but also connecting people with each other and people with opportunities. That's what I love about CEOs. I'm going to share with you a few of the things that we do. And I did post a question in the Facebook group. If you have questions for a particular CEO who's a member, or about membership, or about anything about community CEOs, or if there's a way that you feel we can help you, please comment here. I might see it, or later on, either under this video or in the other post on the Facebook group. If you're watching on YouTube, you could post a question there, and one of us will try to answer your question and try to make that connection for you. I share, as part of community CEOs, we have the opportunity to provide something to the group, provide value to the group. It is very important to me personally that when I am part of a community, I find a way to contribute. There's a reason that I'm there, that I am helpful and involved in some way. And the other community CEOs feel the same way. That's part of the culture of the group. And so we have this opportunity to share our craft with the group, or it could be like a coupon or a discount or some sort of coaching or whatever it is. And I provide something called CEO Flow. Tuesday nights from 7 to 7:30, we get together for about 30 minutes. And we do a very gentle practice that is chair or mat or even bed or couch friendly. We connect with each other. We do a little bit of meditation, a little bit of movement, and it's really a nice way to connect with each other. I love to share that practice. When you are a member of community CEOs, you can choose the contribution you would like to make, or maybe there's a time where your contribution is just that you're showing up consistently for yourself, for your business, and for the other members. Wednesday nights, we have what we call community, called CEO Circle. And we have business owners like you come in, or we do it if we have something to share, and we do trainings on things like how to use different social media platforms, how to plan for a budget, or ideas that you have coming up. And if you're a member, you can request a mastermind. So if you're in your business and you feel like maybe you have this great idea, or you feel a little stuck, I talk about when we're establishing breath, when I do a yoga practice in CEO Flow and the other practices, noticing if your breath is getting stuck somewhere, and then just bringing your hand to that area to allow the breath to flow through the body. And somewhere I was going with that, let me think of where it was. Oh, when you feel stuck in your business, like your breath can get stuck in your body, you can come as a member of Community CEOs and say, I have this idea or this problem, or I'm just not getting out of my business what I would like. And you can say, I need a mastermind. And then we all come together and you share what your question or concern is, or your idea, and we can provide you some feedback, some discussion. And I love those discussions. Those can be on Wednesday nights, or the training from business owners or from ourselves. And then the last Wednesday of every month, we have this opportunity as a group to go back and say, what did last month look like? And what am I looking forward to in this coming month? And so we get to share that with each other and hold each other accountable and celebrate each other. It's very nice. Other things as members, I'm just trying to answer questions that I've heard before, and I will try to go back and see if there are other questions. But other things, of course, are events. So there are live and virtual events that as a community CEO member, you have access to. Of course, the access is also available when you are not a member, but it looks a little different depending on membership or not membership. We have 2 retreats each year, and we've done a few of those already, and they have been really great, so beneficial for team building, but also building our own individual businesses, connecting with each other, and seeing different areas, exploring together. I remember the first retreat, we went on a hike that was really great. And the second one, we were at the beach, which was also, we did a little beach hunt, and lots of fun to get together with other business owners and to get to know them, to make that connection with them, and to add value to our own businesses and to the group. So retreats, Wednesday night CEO circles, CEO Flow is my contribution from Meet Me on My Mat, but every member has the opportunity to make some contribution to the group. And your business is listed on our directory. And if you haven't already, please go visit communityceos.com. And we are actually trying a new format, a new platform. So we've got StreamYard here. We have the opportunity. We could do like a Facebook Live. We have YouTube. I guess maybe we should venture into the Instagram, IGTV, and those things. But there is also a component of our website where we can take our events straight there. So if there's any event you ever want to register for, you just go to communityceos.com. On there is a directory, and it's growing and changing as we grow and change. The evolution of community CEOs has been so much fun to watch. And you can visit that website, and maybe that you have other questions once you visit. You can always register for events there, and you can always reach out to any of our members. If you look down, if you're on Facebook, if you're not on Facebook, go join go join the Facebook group, because you will see we just did a Never Have I Ever post. And so if you're curious to see who is a member of Community CEOs, you could go and look on that list. And it's fun to see who you might know, what you might want to experience. What does this say? Oh, so Yaya says that the reflections and projections is her favorite thing that we do with community CEOs. And I really love that too. I like that we show up for each other and that we can hold each other accountable and celebrate each other and always have something to look forward to. So we have worked really hard as a group to keep growing and changing. It's not stagnant in any way, right? When we know that there's a way that might benefit members in a different way, we're willing to try so many things, and that makes it fun. What else? I'm going to look at my notes here to see. I am the list maker in the group, and I made a list, of course. The newsletter, so that's something new. I was just talking about the growing and the changing and the evolution. And so one of the things is that each month there's a newsletter that goes out to the email, to our email list. And members have the opportunity to share a link to their own newsletter or share an article or share some information in that newsletter, so that you are constantly educating, inspiring people in your own network and then people beyond your network out into that wider CEOs. They become a part of your network too, is what happens. So we have that opportunity with the newsletters, and I do want to mention that the focus is then on education, inspiration, connection, and not necessarily on, here's what I have, do this thing, buy this stuff. More value added. And how can we share? One of my favorite things from the past year, I think it was in the past year, was at a live, at a virtual event. You come into the community room and there are these discussions that happen. And we are getting vulnerable with each other, asking questions, challenging each other. And I remember when I was sharing about pelvic health yoga. It's an area where I have a lot of training, and it's important to me for a variety of reasons. And I was discussing pelvic health yoga, and then Charlie, who is an educator, came in and was also educating about the pelvis. And we wound up in this discussion, and other members were speaking of their own concerns and their own questions. It's real conversation. It's not, so if you were in a live, I'm not going to talk too long. I don't even know how long I've talked, but okay, I'm still good. If you were in a live event, if you were going to go to, say, like a vendor fair, you might go to this table. Most times you're not going just for one thing. You go to one thing and leave, right? You're going to see everybody that's available to you when you walk in the door. And you might make a beeline for the one thing that, you know, the person who invited you, make sure that you see them, have a conversation with them. You might visit maybe the tables that are around them. And I'm visualizing those days when the vendor fairs were very crowded. And we're going to get back there probably soon. But you would go to a table at a vendor fair and have a conversation, and then go to the next table, and then go to the next table. And what we have is an opportunity when we do a virtual event is that all of the what would be vendors with a table are in the same community room, and there's a focus of conversation based on each of the disciplines, and everybody can contribute to the conversation. So there isn't this is my table, that's your table, maybe you're in this corner and I'm in that corner. There's a place for that, and we have that available too. but that virtual format has been really nice. That's one of the things that we were able to switch and change over this past year. And I can just say there's such a sense of community. And since I just did that, I'm going to add, I just folded my hands here when I did this link of this community. And if you ever think about it, instead of maybe folding your hands the way, your habitual way, just for a moment, switch the cross of your hands, switch the fingers to the less habitual, maybe less comfortable way, and just stay there and breathe for a moment. You might become more aware of where you are and how you're feeling. Any point of stillness or just being mindful of something so simple as that makes a big difference. What other questions can I answer? Let me see if there's anything else up here. CEO connections. Yes, thank you. Yeah, you should have been on here with me. Between the two of us, we figure it out. CEO connections. So there are so many places to see, and we are based in Northern Virginia, but we have members across the United States and around the world. We have a member in the UK. In the Northern Virginia area, or if we travel to go to a retreat or some other event, we have what we call community connections or CEO connections. And so we will find a local, hopefully, coffee shop that serves my chai, and go and we find those small places in small towns, go support a local business, and we get together. And this is a time where we can talk about business, but we can also just get to know each other. And so we hang out and have a good time connecting. So we have been to Front Royal, we've done Cuppy Coffee here in Bristow, and so that's another thing. If you want to comment a place you wish we would go visit, if there is a place where you are and you say, come to a road trip, or let us know in the comments, and maybe we can come out that way too. It's a great group of people. We have women and men who are members. We have people that are doing business on their own and people that are in partnerships. And we would love to find out how we can help you. Notice I'm because we're individuals doing business, but as a group, we really are helping each other, supporting each other, encouraging each other. If there is a way that we can help or support or encourage you, please take advantage of any connection that you have with us. If that is on the Facebook group, you can post your own business on Saturdays. If your connection is with a particular member, maybe ask them some questions about why they're a member. Maybe come and visit one of our trainings on a Wednesday and just check it out. Use the connections you have and let us know how we can help you. Okay? None of this is done alone. And while I have the opportunity, I will give a little shout out for the behind the scenes that happen. So what you see is posts and events and all of these things that happen, the website, the logo, the newsletters. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes. Shout out to Yaya, who was here. I don't know if she's still here. If you knew what goes on all the times that we're not on camera, not on social media, and doing the work to make that happen, not in a connection, in a meeting. there's so much energy and so much love poured in to the group. And if you see the community CEOs as this tree, I will tell you, because I know the history and I've watched the evolution, that the roots are deep. The roots to this organization are deep and wide, and the growth is fun and amazing. The going with that analogy of the tree, like the branches that have grown, how we've branched out, and how the roots have connected, and the strength of the core group, the founding members. I didn't even know I was going there, but I'm just visualizing this tree and how it relates to this group. We would love to have you. We would love to answer your questions. And if you are a member and you have something to share, please share sometime this month. We all have the opportunity to do this. Share from your heart. Tell us what you love about community CEOs. Educate us a little bit about what you do and why you do it, your individual business. I'm looking forward to connecting with more people. I think that's it. Unless there are more questions, I think we covered it. I didn't really do, you did meet me on my mat. I did a little bit with yoga. I see somebody left a heart. I think we're good. Please comment if you have questions, concerns, ideas, ways that we can help you, support you, encourage you. And Yaya says, happy Thursday. Thursday's my favorite. Thirsty Thursday. I go get a chai. And I might do that now. Thank you so much to each of you. Thank you for being here, for contributing. Please connect. Use these connections to build your business, to build yourself, to grow and change with us. Have a great day.